Hello, everybody. I'm with Gabby Renteria. She is the new chairperson of EvalYouth. We're talking today about EvalYouth's views on evaluation capacity development. Hello, Gabby. Very nice to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Dugan. Thank you very much for the invitation. It's great to be here with you.
So tell us a little bit about how EvalYouth thinks about evaluation capacity development and why you think it's important.
Well, actually, it's a topic of main interest to us. EvalYouth is a global partnership founded in 2015. And part of our core values, or part of our core goals, is to promote young and emerging evaluators, but more than that, to promote capacity development. As the Eval Agenda says, the evaluation's most vital long-term goal is to contribute to sustainable and equitable development. And this goal depends on the production of high-quality evaluations that meet the quality standards such as utility, accuracy, visibility, etc. We are a global network with regional and national chapters, so our scope is really wide, I would say.
So it's kind of really a key element of the EvalYouth proposition, right? To be building evaluation capacity. Can you tell us about some success stories that EvalYouth has achieved over the recent past?
Sure. I actually think EvalYouth is a success story in itself in evaluation capacity development. One of our goals, as I mentioned, is to promote young and emerging evaluators to become competent professionals who contribute to evaluation capacity. And we think it in different levels, global, regional, national, and specifically in only 5 years, we have built up a global network with 7 regional chapters, 20 national chapters, reaching different parts of the world. No matter where people live, where these young and emerging evaluators are, they can be part of EvalYouth. And so, as such a global network, we are removing these geographical barriers and try to connect to one another. Furthermore, by having these regional national chapters, there are some other barriers we are removed, such as language barriers. As well, in EvalYouth, we try to promote doing our events in different languages so we reach as many people as we can. Furthermore, I'd like to talk a little bit about our partnerships. We know that the challenges we face cannot be dealt with in isolation, but with partners. And we are very fortunate, not only by being part of this Eval Partners network and connect with other initiatives, but we have found great partnerships. I would like to mention, for example, Eval for Action, that it's a campaign that we co-lead along with UNFPA and the Global Parliamentarian Forum for Evaluation. And this in particular has been the perfect platform to work with partners that share a passion for evaluation, for action, that believe in the potential evaluation as the key to development. And then we find new and innovative ways to transform our world. We're now participating in coordination with the GEI, and we're really happy for this because this is a great opportunity. And I will say that these partnerships are actually part of our complements in these few years.
I agree. I think that EvalYouth and the network that you're part of in Eval Partners is an astonishing achievement, and that it's really taking the whole agenda really forward very quickly. Tell us about some of the big challenges you think that we face in ECD.
Well, more than challenges, we see them as opportunities. For example, connecting, and this we see in the evaluation environment many initiatives, not only at the global level, but at the regional and national one. And sometimes it's kind of difficult to find where you fit in, and I think, or where to look at. And I think that's a great opportunity to kind of integrate all these efforts towards one particular goal. And that would be just, for example, the capacity development, or just taking evaluation to a next level, to really being influential and to have some impact on people's lives.
What are some of the exciting and interesting things you're seeing going on in the evaluation capacity development space?
Well, there are several, like a lot of them come to my mind. For example, I'm really passionate about capacity development from the learning perspective. I see initiatives as they have clear centers around the world. If that we have ourselves a partnership with ELC, we have a mentoring program, and these are so many varied of efforts that's really worth looking at them, I would say. For example, our mentoring program only looks to connect senior evaluators to young and emerging ones to not in this evaluation capacity development topic, but also to create networks, to start creating these alliances and partnerships with different individuals. I would like to mention, for example, as well, IPDET. I was part of the IPDET hackathon and I was part of an IPDET course. And it's really interesting in how they can engage people from everywhere in the world, try to connect new initiatives and new tools. And this creativity that I found, for example, in the hackathon is just amazing because we get so many ideas and then we get inspired to create new things and to act towards influential evaluation.
I think that this theme of being able to connect is one of the things that's coming up in a lot of our conversations. And it's kind of weird that the COVID experience has made us really connect in ways that we didn't before. What are some of the other things that you think COVID has done to the evaluation capacity development community?
Well, actually, we see it, we face it. Almost every sustainable development goal has been affected by the pandemic. There were some gains in the development agenda that now are slipping away. This pandemic has become the biggest challenge that the modern world and international development has faced. And indeed, the uncertainty not only keeps surrounding our social interactions and lives, but will transform our lives. And under this challenging times, evaluating for a better future, to have a real impact, should not be longer an inspirational statement, but an opportunity to really take action, to boost influential evaluation, to work even harder as a community, not only as this evaluation community, but in general, I will say, as this development community. This pandemic has presented so many challenges. And as evaluators, we have seen that, for example, we cannot really go to collect data on the field. As young evaluators, we are facing more challenges. Like we can sometimes not be physically in an office to start working in this evaluation. We have to learn everything from distance, and we have to learn how to do it. COVID, in a way, has physically separated us, but it has made us to develop new ways to connect, to be in contact with the people, to really connect in different other levels more than physically. And I think that this crisis should help us and guide us to build a better world, providing a stable and prosperous life for every person, and ensuring also that the health of the planet. As we know that this challenge cannot be dealt in isolation, but as mentioned, with partnerships, integrated solutions. And I think this is one of the things we can take out from this crisis. Different levels of communication, different ways of creating partnerships, and looking creatively for new strategies, innovation in a sense.
And Gabby, when we think about, as we should as good evaluators, what success would look like for the GEI, what would you tell us you want to see us delivering as good, solid performance over the next while?
I will say foster better evidence, better policies, but also including the voices of the youth. So we need to not leaving anyone behind, but actually bring them up to the table. And how are we going to do that? By just creating better evolution, creating capacities, developing capacities all around the world, not leaving some regions behind. But I think that should be the overarching goal of the GEI.
Thank you. And I think that's pretty consistent with how we understand what we need to deliver. And I love the way you're framing it. So faster, better evidence, better policies, and creating space for young people, which I think are really important priorities. Is there anything you'd like to add just to finish up?
I would like to thank this opportunity, and I think that this is a great opportunity for all of us. So we are in a very decisive moment in human history, I will say, as this pandemic has brought a lot of challenges for the modern world on how are we going to build up our future. And I think this initiative, as the GEI, as the participation of EvalYouth, as Eval for Action, for example, are great to start building a better future, to create better policies, and just to create a better future, I would say.
Thank you so much. I really enjoy your message, and I think it resonates very strongly with what the GEI is trying to do. We're looking forward to our partnership with EvalYouth, and I think you're right. I think if we travel together, we can go far. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Dugan.